It feels like walking through a funhouse mirror sometimes, doesn't it? Every reflection warped, twisted, showing you a distorted version of yourself that whispers doubts you never knew you had. You catch a glimpse of your face, and instead of seeing the person you know you are, you see only flaws, imperfections magnified 1,000 times. The world around you seems to amplify those whispers, too. Every success feels like a fluke, every compliment a polite lie. You start to believe that the distorted image is the real you, the one everyone else sees and secretly judges. That's the insidious nature of shattered self-worth. It doesn't just bruise your ego, it fractures your perception of reality. Maybe it started with a critical comment, a stinging rejection, or a series of setbacks that chipped away at your confidence. Perhaps it's a more subtle erosion, the constant comparison to others on social media, the relentless pressure to achieve impossible standards. Whatever the origin, the result is the same. A feeling of being fundamentally inadequate, unworthy of love, success, or even basic respect. You find yourself shrinking, pulling back from opportunities, afraid to speak your mind, terrified of making mistakes. The joy seems to drain out of life, replaced by a persistent hum of anxiety and self-criticism. Imagine your self-esteem as a precious vase, painstakingly crafted over years. Then, one day, it slips from your grasp and shatters on the hard floor. The fragments scatter, sharp and unforgiving. Trying to pick them up feels dangerous, like you'll only cut yourself further. It's tempting to just leave them there, to sweep them under the rug and pretend the vase never existed. But the memory of its beauty, its wholeness, lingers, a constant reminder of what you've lost. This isn't a story about pretending the vase is still intact. It's not about quick fixes or empty affirmations. It's about the slow, deliberate process of gathering those shattered pieces, examining them, understanding their history, and carefully, intentionally, rebuilding something even stronger, even more beautiful than before. It's about recognizing that the cracks don't diminish its value. They add character, a testament to its resilience. We're going to explore the roots of self-doubt, the hidden beliefs that fuel the negative self-talk, and the patterns of behavior that keep you trapped in this cycle. We'll look at practical tools and techniques, grounded in psychological principles, that can help you challenge those beliefs, cultivate self-compassion, and reclaim your sense of worth. This is an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery, to rediscover the inherent value that resides within you, regardless of your past experiences or present circumstances. It's a journey of healing, growth, and ultimately, self-acceptance. Often, when we feel this way, it's not merely about a single event or perceived failing. Quite frequently, it stems from deeply ingrained beliefs, often formed in our early years. Think about the messages you received as a child, both overt and subtle. Were you constantly praised for your achievements, or were you made to feel that your worth was conditional on meeting certain expectations? Did you grow up in an environment where mistakes were seen as learning opportunities, or were they met with criticism and shame? These early experiences can create blueprints for how we view ourselves, shaping our internal narratives for decades to come. A common culprit behind diminished self-regard is the relentless pursuit of perfectionism. This isn't about striving for excellence. It's about holding yourself to an impossibly high standard, one where any deviation from flawless is seen as a catastrophic failure. It's like trying to climb a ladder that extends endlessly into the sky, never quite reaching the top, always feeling inadequate because you haven't achieved the unachievable. This constant pressure can lead to burnout, anxiety, and a profound sense of self-disappointment. Another crucial layer is the influence of societal expectations. We live in a world that constantly bombards us with images of idealized beauty, success, and happiness. Social media amplifies this effect, creating a distorted reality where everyone seems to be living their best life, effortlessly achieving their goals, and radiating confidence. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to these curated personas, feeling that we don't measure up, that we're somehow lacking. However, it's vital to remember that what we see online is often a carefully constructed facade, a highlight reel that doesn't reflect the full spectrum of human experience. Consider, for instance, the impact of negative self-talk. These are the internal voices that constantly criticize, judge, and undermine our confidence. They might tell us we're not smart enough, attractive enough, or capable enough to achieve our goals. These voices can be incredibly powerful, shaping our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Over time, they can become so ingrained that we don't even realize they're there, silently eroding our self-worth from the inside out. It's like having a tiny, persistent bully living in your head, constantly chipping away at your sense of self. Furthermore, unresolved trauma can significantly impact self-esteem. Experiences like abuse, neglect, or bullying can leave deep emotional scars, leading to feelings of shame, guilt, and worthlessness. Trauma can distort our perception of ourselves, making us believe that we are somehow responsible for what happened to us. Healing from trauma is a complex and challenging process, but it's essential for rebuilding self-esteem and reclaiming a sense of personal power. It's about recognizing that what happened to you doesn't define who you are, and that you deserve to heal and thrive. Reflecting on this journey so far, we begin to perceive a pattern emerging, a confluence of forces that shapes the landscape of our self-perception. It's as if we've been navigating a complex maze, each turn revealing a new facet of our inner world, a new layer of understanding about the origins of our doubts and insecurities. The path, while challenging, has illuminated the interconnectedness of our past experiences, our present beliefs, and our future aspirations. Consider the intricate dance between our internal narratives and the external pressures we face. It's a delicate balance, easily disrupted by the weight of societal expectations or the sting of past traumas. The whispers of self-doubt, once faint and barely audible, can grow into deafening roars, drowning out the voice of our authentic selves. Yet, within this cacophony, there lies the potential for profound transformation, a chance to rewrite the script and reclaim our narrative. It becomes clear that rebuilding self-esteem isn't about erasing the past or pretending that the challenges don't exist. It's about acknowledging the scars, learning from the wounds, and harnessing the resilience that has carried us this far. It's about recognizing that imperfections are not flaws but rather unique markings that tell a story of strength, perseverance, and growth. Like a mosaic, our individual pieces, seemingly disparate, come together to form a beautiful and complete whole. Drawing these strands together, we see the importance of cultivating self-compassion. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and empathy that we would offer a dear friend. It's about recognizing that we are all imperfect beings, worthy of love and acceptance, regardless of our past mistakes or present struggles. This shift in perspective can be transformative, allowing us to break free from the shackles of self-criticism and embrace a more nurturing and supportive relationship with ourselves. As we pivot towards the final reflection, the path forward becomes clearer. It's a path of self-discovery, self-acceptance, and self-empowerment. It's a path that requires courage, patience, and an unwavering commitment to our own well-being. It's a path that ultimately leads to a deeper understanding of our inherent worth and the boundless potential that resides within us. The journey isn't always easy, but the destination, a life lived with authenticity, confidence, and joy, is undoubtedly worth the effort. Now, equipped with this understanding, we arrive at a crucial juncture. This isn't simply about acquiring knowledge. It's about translating insight into action, about transforming awareness into tangible steps toward healing and growth. Think of it as assembling a toolkit filled with instruments designed to mend, strengthen, and ultimately elevate your sense of self. One of the most powerful tools at your disposal is cognitive reframing. This involves actively challenging the negative thoughts and beliefs that perpetuate self-doubt. When you catch yourself engaging in self-criticism, pause and ask yourself, is this thought truly accurate? Is it helpful? What evidence supports it? What evidence contradicts it? Often, you'll find that these negative thoughts are based on distortions, exaggerations, or outdated information. By consciously reframing these thoughts, you can begin to shift your perspective and cultivate a more balanced and realistic view of yourself. Another essential tool is the practice of self-compassion. This means treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and acceptance that you would offer a dear friend. When you make a mistake, instead of berating yourself, acknowledge your imperfection and remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes. Offer yourself words of encouragement and support, just as you would comfort a loved one in distress. Cultivating self-compassion can help you break free from the cycle of self-criticism and create a more nurturing and supportive inner environment. Setting realistic goals is also crucial for rebuilding self-esteem. Start small, focusing on achievable tasks that will give you a sense of accomplishment. Break down larger goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Celebrate your progress along the way, acknowledging each milestone as a testament to your effort and resilience. As you experience success, your confidence will grow, and you'll be more motivated to tackle bigger challenges. Finally, consider incorporating mindfulness practices into your daily routine. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. This can help you become more aware of your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations, allowing you to observe them without getting carried away by them. Mindfulness can also help you cultivate a sense of inner peace and acceptance, regardless of your external circumstances. These tools, when used consistently and with intention, can pave the way for profound transformation. Remember that rebuilding self-esteem is a journey, not a destination. There will be setbacks along the way, moments of doubt and discouragement. But with each step you take, with each challenge you overcome, you'll become stronger, more resilient, and more deeply connected to your inherent worth.